kids, welcome back. Hey, today I've got a project for you that I actually saw on the internet and I thought it was so cute that I thought, hey, I'm going to try to make that and show you how to make it. This project is a little froggy, and the froggy has caught a fly, and the froggy has a very long tongue. And this froggy is actually a game. It's a catch the fly game. You can use it like this and catch a fly in the frog's mouth. See the mouth? It's an opening. It's an open mouth. Guess what this is made of? It's so simple. It's something we all have at our homes, and so it's easy to find it these days. It's just a toilet paper roll. Besides that item, you're going to need a toilet paper roll for this project. Let me give you the list of the other materials you'll need. You can gather them up, come on back, and we'll get started. Okay, here's the list. You're going to need a stapler. You're going to need scissors. You will need craft glue, or white glue is fine too. You will need a 15-inch piece of either yarn or string or maybe even jute. I have some jute here for today's project. You will also need, if you have it, green construction paper. If you don't have construction paper at home, that's okay. Maybe some cardstock or a paper plate. You could cut that into what we need to be green, okay? You'll also need a piece of computer paper. It could be a scrap piece. We just need a little bit of it. And if you have paint at home, you would need the colors green, red, and white. If you don't have paint at home, that is fine. Today we can also use markers, green, red, black. And for the white, we'll use some paper. Or if you have white out at home, that would work too for the white portion that we need today. Okay, let's get started. Oh, you also probably need a pencil. Okay, pencil would be helpful. All right, let's get started on Mr. Froggy. The first thing you're going to do is clean off your toilet paper roll. If it's got any of this extra white toilet paper stuck to it, do what you can to scrape it off of there because you want it to be clean. It should be something like this. Even if it's got little marks on it, it's okay. We're going to cover that, but you want it to be clean. All right? The next thing you're going to do is taking a ruler. Did I say you need a ruler? You need a ruler. You're going to measure 1 inch from the bottom or the edge of your toilet paper roll. Do you see? I made a little mark with my pencil. And you're going to just crimp this down, the end down, and using your scissors and that mark as a guide, you're just going to snip it off like this. Okay? So now you've got your toilet paper roll and you've got a 1-inch strip that is the leftover from when you cut it off. All right? Let's set aside the leftover. We're going to use it, but let's set that aside because we're going to go on to building our froggy. Okay, you're going to take your toilet paper roll that you just cut, the bigger portion, you're going to crimp it, just pinch it together, the end, and using your stapler, you'll put 2 very nice staples, 1 and 2, into the bottom of your frog. That is your frog bum, right there. 2 little staples. You'll see on my froggy, the 2 little staples. See how they shine? Okay? So this is the frog bummy, and then the other side is the mouth. Once you've got your frog mouth made, you are ready to use either paint or markers, but you're going to do it the same way whether you use paint or markers. Taking the red, you're going to color the whole inside. If you're coloring with paint, you're going to paint the whole inside, all the way down as far as you can into the mouth with the red. Next thing, you're going to use the green marker and cover the whole body of the frog with green. This froggy over here, I've got 2 of them here, they're buddies. This frog I did all in marker, so you can see that you can do the same thing in marker as you do with the paint. It just takes a little bit of doing. Okay, there's a red mouth, a green body, all done in marker. Okay. If you've painted that, you are going to need to let it dry. So set that aside, and that can be drying. Step number 2, we're going to, while that is drying, we're going to create a fly for the end of our string. This is the fly that the frog will catch in its mouth. You're going to take that leftover portion, that little 1-inch portion of your toilet paper roll, and I want you to crimp it down so that it's flat. Okay, it's just a flat piece. Then I want, with your pencil and your ruler, mark a 1-inch line and then draw a little heart with your pencil. See what mine looks like? It's kind of hard to see, but I drew a heart shape onto the end of it. Now I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut that heart so that it comes out just a 1-inch piece. And this is going to be my fly. So now I have my heart shape, and that's going to be my fly. To make my fly, I'm going to take my black ink marker, and so you've got 2 flies really. See, they're like this. For both little flies, I'm going to put little circle eyes. I'll show you on the end of my fly. See, they're little circles. Then I'm going to make a loop shape above them to represent the wings. It doesn't have to be perfect. Here you go. So both of them have wings now. See? They're little eyeballs and their wings. And any other area, I'm just going to color in black. My little fly is black. Except for the eyeballs. The eyes of the fly, I'm going to color in red. If you want to make yellow eyes, that's fine. I just thought, well, sometimes when you look at the flies that come into our homes, they have little red eyes. See? So there they are. On the wing section, I'm going to use my pencil and just draw in little veins. It doesn't have to be perfect. Here's how this little fly came out. You see how he is? He's got little veins in his wing. There you go. Super simple. Next step for the fly is to measure out 15 inches of string or yarn or jute like this. I'll use my ruler to measure out 15 inches. This happens to be a 15-inch ruler. So I measure from end to end and I cut it. This is going to represent the tongue of my frog. And I'm simply going to use some craft glue to glue the 2 flies together. I'll put a line of glue on the fly, and then I'm going to attach my string. I'll put a line of glue on the other fly, match them up. That way the fly is attached to the string. Okay? It's really simple. Set that aside and let the glue dry. Okay, our step number 3 is to create some eyeballs. To do that, you're going to just take a scrap piece of computer paper, and I want you to draw a few different, first I want you to fold it. Let's fold that paper, and then draw a few examples of circles onto your paper. So you've got some choices. Then taking your frog body, just kind of see what size eyeball you would like to have. Once you've made a choice, just cut that eye shape out. And because you folded the paper first, you are going to end up with, ta-da, 2 eyeballs. Now what you're going to do is, using your black marker, you're going to put a pupil inside the eyeball. You're going to make 2 of those, and it's going to end up looking like this, a fly eye. All right, set those aside, and let's work on the legs. Now the legs of your fly, the legs of your fly, the legs of your frog are very simple to make. If you think of the letter L, L for love. What you're going to do, if you happen to have green construction paper, this makes it easy. If you don't, it's okay. Use some cardstock or your computer paper and color it green before you do this step. What you'll do is color it and then fold it. Fold your paper 1 time and 2 times so that it's a double fold. Then you're going to draw the letter L for love, a block letter L, but leave one end open. And at that end that you left open, I'll show you what you're going to draw. Just 3 little lumps to make a foot, a frog foot. Got it? L shape with a frog foot. Go ahead and cut that out with your scissors, and because you folded it 2 times, it is going to give you 4 legs. And those 4 legs you can use for the hind legs and the front legs of your frog. Okay, there's going to be 2 of these, and if you cut them in half, you'll have 2 for the front and 2 for the back. Got it? Now with a little tab of glue, just a little bit of glue, you will be gluing the frog legs onto the belly of the frog. 1, 2 for the front that go toward the front, and the back legs, bend them so that they go toward the back. See? So in the end, he's got his front legs facing forward, his back legs are facing back. Got it? All right. What's the next step? The next step is to, if your paint is completely dry, you can glue your eyeballs onto the frog's head. Right there. Got it? Now, the only thing left to do, as long as everything's dry, you just put a string of glue, just a line of glue inside the frog's mouth, and you take your fly string and you attach it inside and glue it down and let that dry so that your string and your fly are connected to the frog. Got that? Super simple. The last step, if you happen to have stickers or you would like to create some dots on the back of your frog, I painted this one with some light green paint. On my marker frog, I used the dark green to make some darker circles, and then I circled it with black, kind of like little froggy warts. If you'd like to do that, you can do that. Another thing you can do, if you happen to have Google eyes at home, you could use those instead of the paper eyes. But after it's all dry, I think it's time to play. There you go. I hope you have fun with that. It's kind of a little summer game that you can play around the house. I was thinking about the next time we all meet and have our class time. I'm so looking forward to it. So I hope you have fun with this. Until then, I wanted you to think about the very first words of the Bible. Do you know what they say? They say, in the beginning, God created. And I hope you will also be creative in this time when we're all away, and keep up the good work at school, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.